Take it back straight and keep your hip on the head cover, and then stop for me a moment. Straight back, left hip, and then stop. Okay. Now remember, you're allowed to turn, so you can get your turn there. Now from here, keep your hands out away from you more. This elbow has to come down in past your belly button, right in here. Feel how it's on this part of your stomach? And then your left arm has to lock up like this more. Okay? Do that for me again, nice and slow, Jordan, first. And don't hit the ball, just do a slow-mo version, please. So first, straight back, left hip pivot, then elbow, hand, good, then elbow in front, and then hand. Right. Let's take a look. Watch the replay. Okay, so here on the backswing, you kept your hip more on the head cover. Good job. Okay? This is critical. What this tells me is I don't think you're practicing with a bag on your hip enough, right? But don't worry, we're going to practice it here. But you should do this on your own, right? There's all these times I've told people to put a bag on their hip and they don't. I know it. Because then I can see it in the video if it's happening or not. But work with that bag. It really helps because part of the reason you thin it is from, I'm sure on the course when we get out there, I'll probably still be dealing with telling you to keep your hip to the left. I will be willing to bet money on the first time we play on some of the shots that you miss. I'll be like, that's because your left hip went the wrong way again. The left hip for you has to go where? To the left. Then from here on the way down, watch this. The elbow comes in. See how there's no white wall now? See how it's dark? Yeah. That's correct. And then coming in from here, we need to see your left hand do something. And I don't know if you did, it's like, remember, a little quarter turn of a screwdriver with the left hand that you need to feel. Yeah. I don't know if you did that on this one. All right, let's do it one more time, same drill, and then we're going to try this with the ball. But we're going to stop at the top. So straight back, left hip, and then stop a moment. Actually, let's try it with the ball next now. Let's try it. We'll try it. So straight back, left hip, and then stop. Then elbow, and then left arm straight. Right. Okay, let's see how that looked. Let's see. Let's see. Head and hip. Nope, still not enough in. See how there was white wall? Right? So here, stop at the top again and show me where is your elbow supposed to go. Straight back first. Keep the hip and stop. Okay, and then elbow in front of the rib cage. Bring the elbow in across the stomach. Right. So it's like when you're at the top, go up there one more time.
It's like my transition for when I'm up there, full swing, you know.
Yeah, first move needs to be this other move, and you're not doing this move yet. So it's right here. It's got to be this part comes in across there. You feel how far across you the elbow went?
Yeah.
It's like you got to drag your elbow. Some students think of this. My right elbow, if I'm at the top, if I was trying to get my right elbow to my left hip. Well, to get my elbow to my hip, right? Well, if my hip goes this way, my elbow's never going to catch it. You see what I'm saying? Like, look, if my hip's going like that, my elbow's not going to get there. You've got to get your elbow trying to get to your left hip.
So when I get to the top.
Then elbow to the left hip. Bring your right elbow to your left hip.
So what do I move first when I start swinging?
Your right elbow is what you have to do first.
Okay.
Your left hip jumps the gun. Right elbow is left in the wrong spot. You need to think of it like how Tofini Finau makes his downswing for your swing, because you're not getting the right elbow in enough. Look, if you watch him on his downswing here with what he did with his elbow in just a moment, watch right elbow when it comes down. Look, you break down. Look, see it break. It like breaks in, right? That movement of the elbow is the movement that we need more of for you with me. All right, so do that again. Let's practice again. So we're going to go straight back, left hip, then elbow first, and bring the elbow to the left hip. All right, let's see where your elbow went this time. I wanted you to stop at the top. It's much easier to correct this problem if we stop at the top. It's okay. I should have been more clear about it. All right, let's see. Because the trick is learning how to make the first move be that versus something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Go slow and then worry about going fast.
that's how we have to learn it. Yeah. Okay, now this one again, you didn't push your hip left far enough, Jordan. More to the left with the hip. Now let's see what you did with your elbow. Okay, let's see. Nope, you had your hip a hip in front of your elbow. Okay. Did we do the stick through the belt loops one yet? Okay, we're gonna do this now. All right, watch this. Okay, to help you on the elbow position, okay, what we need to do is we have to get the right elbow to drop down before the hips move. Your hip is going ahead, okay? So for example, with this through my belt loops, look, when I'm back here, if my hip goes too fast, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna hit the stick because my club will be stuck behind my hips. We don't want that, okay? When you're here, we need to drop this in here. You see how my right elbow came down before the stick, okay? So you'll see as I make a swing, how my elbow comes down before the stick. You can actually hit golf balls this way. I saw Luke Donald at the PGA Championship in 1996 doing this in the driving range. And what you do is he gets it up, and then you can work on the elbow going down correctly. So stop in the backswing, and then drop the elbow. If you drop the elbow in front of the stick, you're not gonna be sliding your hips or spinning your hips too soon. You understand?
Yeah.
So if you watch my right arm, look, the first thing I do is that right elbow goes down where? In front of my right hip and in front of the stick. That's how we get the lag also in the golf swing.